Hey everybody, what is going on? Serial Overdrive here, and today we are playing Entropia Universe. What we're doing today is we are on Cryene, and we're going to be talking about the the big healing mission that pretty much every player should be doing. I haven't done it myself, but this is definitely something that now that I'm here, I've got to do it because it is just such a huge help once you get it. So basically, the item that we're going for is the refurbished SI heart. Specifically, you want the heart 6 if you can get to it, but the heart in general is a very good healing device, and it's one you can only get on Cryene. It's an untradeable item, but once you get it, it's going to make it so much more eco to hunt. Like if you thought that this thing, right, this, where is it, S10 was good, wait until you see the heart. So let's go ahead and get it. For those of you guys wondering, or start the mission chain to get it. So for those of you guys wondering, I'm right here on this island. What's the teleporter name? Let me go check that out real quick. So it's the 0x101 space supply depot teleporter. So go to this teleporter and then run northeast. You're going to see this ARC researcher, and then over here you've got this medical tech. Go talk to this medical tech, and then you've got all these different stages. Gear up new FAP stage 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then you've got stage 1 and 2 down here. Obviously 1 is probably what you want to start with, right? And see, I don't have the required bones. So what does this say? I would really like to help you out. To get started, I'm being able to earn a really cool new first aid pack, but I really need bones, about 200 bones. Can you get me some bones? And just say fantastic, and now we're off. If you click on stage 4, you can't really just jump ahead. So we've got to get 200 bones. That's what we've got to do. But while we're here, let's talk about some other ones here, right? So you've got some spider bots here that you can kill. Might as well get all of your quests all at once because why not, right? So here's where you can come to trade sweat to receive, what is this, an ARC faction badge. If you have 500 sweat over here, you can get some mining missions. So let's go ahead and grab those. What does this say? What do I need here? So I need, what does this say? ARC mining mission number 1. What do I need? Oh, I need ARC faction badges to get that mission. Let's check out the next one, the hunter. So let's get all these hunting challenges, because the more challenges you get, the better it is, right? The more likely you are to complete one of them and actually get some cool skills. So let's get this one over here. I'm honored. So we got another challenge over here, and let's head over here, and I think there's a few more challenges that we can pick up. Then I'm going to show you guys sort of how everything works. So as far as bones, what's going to happen is for the first 2 stages of this quest, this healing quest that I'm specifically making this video about while I do all this, you're going to need to get some bones and then some bone in meat or bone in meal or something like that. The bones and the bone and meal you can buy from other players or from auction. They are sold at a pretty high markup, but it is what it is, right? So what is this? So here you can trade Cryene mission tokens for something. Here with Buffin, you need Imperium tokens. And here you can craft different, what does this say? Welcome. So here you can get a few just basic, very basic missions, it looks like, just crafting missions. They'll give you just 0.06 PEDs of some like crafting skills, which if you're newer, that's not a terrible deal, especially because you only need to successfully craft this once. So it's a couple skill points. Why not grab them just in case we ever do that? But in the meantime, let's get rid of all those missions. Let's go get those bones, because I know for a fact there are some on auction. So for bones, we're going to be able to just complete this part of the quest super fast. So let's just Google it, or not Google it, but search it. So here you've got bones, 200. That's exactly what I need. If you look at the markup on these things, it's a little bit higher than it should be. 183% is where it should be. We're going to pay 200%, which means we're spending an extra PED or 2, but I'm going to go ahead and do that just to get them, because I'm impatient. Now, if you look at the bone in meat, this is the other thing that you're going to need. This is going to require us to have this markup on this right now is a little bit too high. They're selling for about 850% markup. And here we've got one person selling 1,500 and one 989. That's a little too high for me, so I'm just gonna avoid doing that. And let's walk over to this next this guy and get to the next challenge. So you can see the weight of these things is a little bit heavy, mostly because I have this on me still. So let's open the vehicle inventory. I have that dung on me. I don't know if you guys saw the last video. I think I mentioned it in the last video. I'm not sure if I did, honestly. But I have some dung so that if someone loots me, that's what they get. And then I have this thing that's just testing out a theory of mine. So what I'm going to do is just go ahead and place this vehicle somewhere, like here. And now we're good to go. We can start running. That vehicle will go to a storage unit, so we're good there. So let's head over here and get this done with here. So yeah, this is Cryene, for those of you guys wondering. I'll do a few hunting missions and stuff like that here because I am actually looking to get this healing device. So I'm probably here for a week or two. So let's make the best of it, right? So let's go ahead, talk to this guy. Stage 1. I have the required bones. And what does it say? I really need some. Fantastic. So now we just trade him the 200 bones. And there we go. He needs some other stuff, though. What does he need? 75 bone in meat. Now, I do not have the bone and meat, so we're going to have to actually go out and start looking for those. So, with that said, let's get going. We're going to do a hunting run, too. So this is going to be, basically, I wanted to show you guys this quest, and once you get the quest, you can sort of, do with it what you will. You guys sort of know how that works. But let's go out, let's explore, maybe do some hunting, do some mining, just sort of see where we come out with things. And honestly, I have not been to Cryene in such a long time. If you guys have any suggestions for what I should be doing or shouldn't be doing, please let me know down below in the comments. And since we're specifically looking for bone and meat, I'm gonna go out with the intention of hunting, not mining. I know I originally was like, oh, I'll mine too, but no, I'm gonna go out just for some hunting. See if I can't loot these things. They sell for a good markup too, so this might be something that's worth going after. But real quick, let me just look up what loots these. So I did not actually prepare 100% for this mission, or for this video, I guess is what you should say. So let's see. So it looks like a tide claw is going to be what loots it. I think. Let's see. Oh, any creature on Cryene will loot this, it looks like. So it's been reported to frequently drop with tide claws. So I guess we'll go after those. I'm just finding this information via Google. There's no like secret to it or anything like that. So let's see. Where does it say tide claws live? So someone recommends like up here, it looks like. We can go in the desert. I think this is going to be the easiest one to actually. There's going to be a spawn right in here. That's going to be pretty easy. But since any creature loots it, we should be able to just sort of pick and choose and hunt whatever and be able to get this. So let's go out and see if we can at least get one like bone and meat loot or something like that, just to see how easy it is. Ooh, all right. These are not tide claws, and those guys are very. They're going to be very hard to kill. So let's go around this spawn. We've got a nice little level 67 spawn here. That's something that's a little bit too hardcore for me. Level 48, still too hardcore for me. I think we're gonna have to spawn out a vehicle and just drive around a bit. Unfortunately, that's how it goes, right? Like we're just exploring the planet and trying to do this mission. I'll probably make a full like in-depth video on this healing device once I've actually done a little bit more to get it and all that. So where I read it said we've got to go north. So let's see if we can't just drive through this spawn without getting killed here. I think we're gonna be able to do it. These guys look very like docile. They look like omnivores, right? No, omnivores. Yeah, they look like people who just eat plants. It's carnivores, omnivores, and oh my god, I don't know how I'm blanking on the other one. I shouldn't be. Here we go. We got something here. Interesting. That this might be a mob to hunt. Let's suit up here. Full ghost armor. I left my foot guards on from last time, so I won't be making that mistake again. Let's pick this up. Pull out our gun. Pull out our gun. Testing. Did it pick me up or not? So we pull out a gun, and let's just total this up. So we 66 PED hunt. So Can't say I lie about this. Always go in. So let's just start shooting these things and see if we can't get something. So it looks like we're doing a good bit of damage here. The creatures are level 24, which is a little bit higher than what I'll usually take on, but it looked like we should be able to do it. Maybe not, maybe not. Oh my lord. I did not dodge any of those hits. I was so sure I'd be able to dodge something, and just... It was like every shot I took, I was coming up blank there. So that's not the best start right there, but this is how it goes with me, honestly. Like when I'm in a new place looking for new mobs to hunt, sometimes you've just got to take some shots and lose some PEDs looking into that, because you're not going to know 100% if you can take a mob or not. I mean, you could if you go to Wikipedia and start searching, but I prefer to just drive in any direction and see what I can find. In this case, I found something that was a little too high level for me, but we're going to go back and get that kill anyways, because we should, right? There's no reason we shouldn't be going back for this kill, because he's almost all the way dead. So we can go ahead and do this. Let's heal up first though, just a little bit, because I don't want to get into that situation where I get like one hit killed. So that would sort of suck, right? All right, that should be good enough. Let's go ahead and take him out. Ooh, he dodged my hits, but I'm not able to dodge his. It's very not nice. All right, so there we go. We got the kill. We got some shrapnel. That's not what we're looking for. So back into the TT, or this thing, and away we go. And it looks like my foot guards did not stay equipped for some reason, so I'm going to go ahead and equip those when I jump out. Alright, so these guys are a little aggressive, it looks like. They are attacking me. That's not nice, but, you know, it is what it is. No big deal. Except since we're going uphill, for some reason, every vehicle in Entropia Universe is very bad with hills. I feel like that's not how it works in real life. Like, my car does not do this when I'm driving uphill, but whatever. Let's see if we can't find a better spawn. So something did say there was some tide claws in here. What is this? 31. What is this guy? Level 31 stalker. So that's a little bit over my level here. So we got a living vortex. These guys are level 6. So that's pretty low level, but I feel like level 6 is a bit too low for me. Although maybe we can. Let's go out a little bit, and then I'm gonna take these guys on, because they're attacking my vehicle, and I can't have that. Weird looking creatures. All right, you know what? We're just gonna. It's just. Oh, actually, he's taking a bit of damage. This might be something that we can hunt, because we're gonna deflect most of the damage that they're doing, but we should be able to kill them, yeah, pretty easily. So that's always a good sign. And the loot, no, not what I wanted to do. Let's pick this up, and let's just start killing some stuff here. Let's equip some foot guards here. Actually, we'll equip the gremlin. We can just start shooting these guys and see where that ends us, right? See where that lands us. Very cool looking mob. I like the fact that it's got that like translucent tail to it, but it still has like a, you know, it's like a ghost, right? We're out here hunting ghosts. I don't know if I'm getting any mission points for this or anything like that, but let's just keep going. We'll see how this goes. We went out with 65 PEDs. Everything was healed up, so we're just gonna see how this hunt goes. I don't know if I'm gonna go through the full 65 PEDs. These things aren't like, for level 6, like they can take these hits decently, so I'm not too over prepared for them in a way. Actually, I might not have my amp attached. No, I do have everything attached. All right. But yeah, these guys are taking the hits decently well, so like this isn't something where I'm just completely overpowering them. So yeah, we can hunt them, see if we'll get some bone in meat here, because that's what we're really going for, right? I don't care too much about the markup on anything or anything like that, because it's Cryene, which means pretty much everything you get is gonna have to go into the TT. It's not a huge place, like there's not a ton of people checking the auction. If you get bones or bone and meat, you can sell those for a decent markup, I'm sure, because there's a lot of players that probably come here looking for that. But otherwise, it's probably not the place to start your trading career. We're just killing these guys left and right because while they are a little bit harder than a level 6 mob on Calypso, they're not too hard. So this is fun. Honestly, I'm way over equipped as far as armor goes. That's probably the one downside to this. I should be reducing my armor levels a little bit so I can take take everything a little bit easier, right? Like I can take a little less decay on the armor. It's probably going to be an extra PED that I'm wasting here. Not a ton of money, but it's something, right? As far as the loot goes, I don't know if these guys are giving me good loot or bad loot right here. It's sort of hard to tell. Like, some of this stuff isn't bad, especially given probably what I'm spending per kill, maybe like a PED or two. But I'm not seeing anything crazy good here, and I haven't gotten any of that bone in meat, which is what I'm overall looking for. Now let's go ahead and just check this loot out. So you can see like already 7 PEDs we're sitting with. We got some decent stuff, but nothing crazy. So yeah, let's just keep at it, right? I mean, why not? Some of you guys are probably interested in this. Some of you guys might not be. That's sort of weird. He's like right on top of me. It gives me a little bit of a graphical glitch there. Also, for the next hunt, what I'm going to do is find some better mobs to kill. It's just for this one, I wanted to just get right to it. Let's be honest here. Go right out into Cryene and start killing some stuff. And I thought, let's do it this way. Plus, I wanted to cover that the healing mission right off the bat because I know that's super important. A lot of people are probably gonna talk about it. If I say I'm on Cryene, everybody's gonna tell me to get that mission. So I want to make sure that you guys see me get that mission right off the bat. And you know that's sort of what we're working for here, what we're going for, because that's as good a reason as any to be on Cryene. I feel like. Ooh, not a bad loot right there. And I'll come back later too and make sure I get all my missions and everything like that. It looks like Tide Claws or something that we could go after for sure. Danger level on those things is 7, so it seems like they're very similar to these guys. But still no bone and meat. It's a little, I was hoping that I'd get that right away. Or I was hoping it would be on auction, because honestly, just to speed up progress, I am willing to pay that high markup, because I know, like, there's no way I'm going to be able to just hunt 75 bone and meat, especially assuming these guys actually loot it. It's just like, it'll probably take a while. All right, we're gonna head off a little bit too, and just see if we can't find some Tide Claws or something, because I'm looking online as I talk, and it looks like people do recommend going after the Tide Claws. There's a mission for them too. I don't know if I have the mission. I don't think I do, but I feel like this is maybe where we should be going if we're looking to get some bone and meat. But it looks like it's not a common loot for any of these mobs, unfortunately. I was hoping it would be. I was hoping it would sort of be like that 10,000 bone challenge on Calypso, but it's looking like that's not going to be the case. So let's go ahead and place this thing down here. Let's zoom with my scope. I don't know why I equipped the scope. There's just someone told me if I have more decay, I'm gonna get better loot. Oh wow. Ooh, so we got some level 14 mobs here, right? Level 25. So this is gonna be a tricky spawn if I want to hunt that. So I'm gonna have to head over to the other side of the spawn to take them on. We've got some interesting structures here too, for sure. Let's just go in and land. We've just got to be careful of these level 25 mobs, because those things could take me for sure. 31. All right, let's try and steer clear of that spawn right there. There's too many, like a spawn like that, there's just too much variation in it, right? If you can hunt the level 31 mobs, you don't want the level 14s, and if you can hunt the level 14s, it's a little risky because you never know what's going to happen with those level 31 mobs, whether they're going to target you or anything like that. So let's keep going here. You've got some sort of manufacturing plant here. To be honest, I've never been 100% sure what the idea behind Cryene was. Got some scout bots, 200 here. We'll try shooting these a few times. We're just shooting. Oh, here we go. This is what I'm looking for. Oh, level 3. All right, so these things are very, very low end. So let's just try killing a bunch of this stuff and see what happens. Again, even with this young Tide Claw, it's surprising. It says level 3, but it can take quite a few hits. Usually a level 3 mob, I'd expect to kill that in 2 hits with the gun that I'm using. Obviously that did not happen. But here this guy, level 7 it says, he only took 2 hits. So that's a little weird. I'm wondering if this is something I could use to get an edge, if the loot pool is based on how high the mob is. If I can kill these guys real fast and they're level 7 versus a Tide Claw that's level 3, maybe I can get some sort of advantage to it. I'm not sure how these guys got rated so high, but they have so little HP. Sometimes I'm very perplexed by how Entropia Universe works. Like, I'll see these mobs that are just super high level and then I can kill them, and then I'll see these mobs that are super low level and they give me trouble. It's like, I wish that the levels were universal and they actually meant a little bit more than they mean right now. Because right now, just because it's a level 10 or level 7 or level 3, it doesn't seem to mean as much. Like, look at this. The level 7 mob, I could kill in 3 hits max. These Tide Claws takes a lot more. Realistically, they probably do less damage, I'm guessing, or something like that. But the cost to kill them is definitely a lot higher, which would lead me to say that they're not like the best like low-level mob. But it is what it is. Let's see if we can't get some bone and meat from these guys at least, because this is gonna get frustrating if I just can't get it. And whoopsies. This is a level 10 mob here that we're taking on. Most of these guys are dying before they even get to me. There's a very low chance that I get any sort of global or anything cool here. So this is probably gonna be 50 PDs of ammo just lost, is my guess. But we'll keep going on this. All right, so we got a decent loot there, 1 PED. Yeah, maybe the guide's off. That's one of the problems too with Entropia Universe. A lot of the times when you look at these guides, they're either off, like they were written incorrectly, or just the information's changed since they were written. And then all of a sudden what you thought was good information turns out to be bad information. And then you're out here hunting some mob hoping that it gives you something that it literally just can't give you. That would probably be one of the more annoying things I found about Entropia Universe. Just because like some of these guides are just so out of date, and there's no support really I have found from developers and everything like that to these guides, which is a norm with any MMO. So this isn't anything against Mindark, but when the game is this small, it would be good to see a little bit of like Mindark interaction with guides and stuff like that. Even with my videos, it would be awesome if they could actually like give me some guidance on stuff, and even just tell me like if something was coming up, or if there's a new quest that I should be doing or something like that. Like if they just messaged me, even in game, right? Just, hey Serial, guess what? Like, we're releasing something new. We wanted to give you a heads up. Like, it's gonna launch on this date. Maybe if you can make a video in the next like couple weeks on it, that would be awesome. I'd be willing to work with that, right? You know. But there's really no. I mean, I can read the changelog and see all that, so it's not needed, I guess. It's just one of those things I'm talking about that, like, it's like a nice to have type of thing, in my opinion. But maybe I'm just asking for too much too. That's like 100% possible. So yeah, at this rate, it's looking like I'm not going to be able to get anything, because I need to make sure that my gun doesn't decay so much that I can't actually get that first mission completed, because I would hate to leave Cryene without any sort of healing device. So most likely I'm going to have to buy this stuff off of auction, unless Bone and Meat is going to be looted in like tens or something like that. Like if I get a global and I can loot like 30 of them all at once, then there's some hope. But otherwise it's gonna be tough. Here we get a cracked shell. Is this worth anything? Has an interesting markup, right? 187% markup, which isn't bad, but it's not selling that often, which is never a good sign. That usually means that the markup's sort of just because like one guy bought it for God knows what reason. Maybe they're just transferring PEDs. I've done that before. Like if someone's, so like I used to do contests with Entropia Universe where I say, hey, like if you're watching my channel, if you hit like and comment, I'll give you like one person wins 200 PEDs or something like that. Like they were significant amounts, I felt like. And what would happen is a lot of the time, just people wouldn't be on at the same time as me, and rather than just scheduling something, I'd say, hey, guess what? Like, I'll pay the auction fee, list one eye oil or something like that at a price of, 200 PEDs, and I'll buy it, And it's like, I had one guy ask me, like, well, what happens if someone else buys it? And that's like, well, someone just bought one eye oil worth 1 PEC with a 1% markup for 200 PEDs. Like, you're very, very lucky in that case. It's nothing to complain about. But yeah, I used to do stuff like that, and that was how I transfer stuff. So when you see weird markups on stuff, sometimes that's just people transferring PEDs. Ooh, that was a really good loot right there. If you look at that, 8 PEDs, and an 8 PED loot on a mob that takes just 2 seconds to kill is a pretty good return, I'd say. So I'm hopeful. Also, if you guys know like a spawn that's a little bit better for me, please recommend that, because I don't know how exciting this is, because right now I'm just shooting everything that moves and running at it, and there's no real problems here. Like, this is a pretty easy hunt as far as hunting itself goes. But I think when people watch these videos, they like to see a little bit more of a struggle, right? A little bit of there's got to be some sense of danger, right? Like, will Serial Overdrive do it? I mean, I guess maybe the will Serial Overdrive do it is, will I make money? Like, will I profit? Will something cool happen to me this video? I feel like when I hunt these low levels, it's like nothing cool is going to happen. We've seen Serial get 50, 200 PED globals. 50 or 200 PED globals, not 50, 200 PED globals. The latter would have been ooh. I can't complain. This is some good loot, right? And we got some Gale Vortexes in here. So if you're a new player, like this area right over here where I'm at, it seems like it's a good place to come. Some pretty low level mobs. I think if you came out here with Pixie and like an LR10, LR15, you'd be able to have a pretty good time and not die too much. So for those of you guys looking for this, you didn't ask for recommendations, but I'm giving them. I won't say you'll make money. I won't say this is a profitable area, but it's definitely an area you can come to hunt, and sometimes that's all people are looking for. Like, I think most people that play this game, they realize like Mindark is going to take some of the profit, and not every player that plays Entropia Universe is going to make money. Obviously, my account, it's a free-to-play account, so like, yeah, I made something on it, right? I haven't withdrawn, so technically I made nothing. It's still Mindark's money. It's still circulating. I think someone mentioned too online that if you look at the way everything's written, Mindark technically doesn't have to reimburse you for PEDs. They say PEDs are worth a USD value, but that doesn't mean that PEDs are equal to USD, right? For instance, they can give you money for your PEDs, but they can also choose not to. It's just if they chose not to do that, that would be the end of Entropia Universe, because all of a sudden people would be like, what the hell? But basically, like PEDs, Mindark can give you a refund for them or something like the terminology is written so that PEDs are not a currency. And I understand why, because there actually are laws in many countries, including the US, that say you cannot make your own currency. Bitcoin and a lot of crypto does directly go against this. It's just like no one's ever challenged it in court. But like there are laws that say like you can't just go and create your own currency. Like that's not a freedom or a thing that you can usually do. Now, will they let you? Will the government come after you if you make your own crypto? Probably not. Could they? I think legally or technically they could. And by Mindark saying like, hey, we're gonna give you a refund for your PEDs rather than these PEDs are worth this much USD, they get around some of that, some of those issues. I'd say. And of course, with crypto, part of the argument is it's not a currency, even though it's called cryptocurrency. It's actually a. We got some bone in meat, by the way. I just saw that. It's not like a. What is it? It's not a cryptocurrency. Isn't a currency. It's an asset or something like that. I don't know. I don't know how all that stuff works. I'm just parroting what I've heard. So it looks like the Tide Claws definitely do give bone and meat. So that's a good sign. Oh, and we got 3 of them right there. That's also a good sign. That means this might not take as long as I was fearing. Question is, can we get more? So that's always the question, right? Like, you loot something, you're like, can I get more loot? I think so. let's keep going here. Let's just, I'd say let's do this until we're done, but I don't think that's gonna happen. Honestly, like let's be honest, Serial Overdrive is not the type of person that's gonna sit here and my butt gets sweaty, folks. Do you really want me to suffer through that so that you can watch 10 hours of Serial Overdrive gameplay on Entropia Universe? Ooh, 7 PDs of loot. That's pretty good. I don't know, maybe you do want me to suffer through that. If you do, hit the like button. If you don't, hit the like button. If you're wondering how I'm going to determine what you want me to do, I'm not. Spoiler alert. Yeah, you guys know the drill. I like to make fun of people that I don't know. I like to sort of, I get it. I get why people ask, like always saying like hit the like button, hit the like button. But at the same time, I do like to make fun of that because it's such like like thing, right? Like I don't know. I say it and it annoys me when I say it, and it annoys me when I hear other people say it. Not in the sense of like they shouldn't be, because I get it. Like you need to encourage people to interact with your channel, right? Like if I don't encourage you guys to interact, if I don't leave statements that you guys can interact with, it's just gonna become a dead channel, because the way the YouTube algorithm works, if people hit the like button, if people comment, you're gonna get way more like visibility. It's with every video too. So like if I have like, what was it? I had a bigger video that I did for the Outer Worlds, just multiplayer for the Outer Worlds, or not multiplayer, a 3D view of the Outer Worlds. I was talking about how like I think modders could do it and stuff like that. I stand by that statement. Some people said it was a little bit of a clickbaity video. It probably was, but it got like 3,000 something views. And prior to that, I had another video that got like a couple thousand views, and those were within like a week of each other. Just because of that, and because those videos actually had like decent interaction, like people were commenting to tell me I was being clickbaity in one of them, and in the other one people were commenting to ask questions. Just because of that, all my videos that I post just got a little bit more visibility, which was sort of cool to see, because that means like I'm introducing a lot of people to a lot of new stuff. So there are people that were like looking, if you go back like some of those videos that I post on Entropia Universe, they were actually getting like new viewers. They would come into that video and be like, oh, Entropia Universe, what is this game? And then it's like, oh yeah, go check out one of my guides. Maybe this is something you'll like. Maybe it's not, but maybe it is. And then, you know, the hope is that I can bring some new blood into Entropia Universe, right? Just because, like, I don't want to bring people in thinking that this game is... I've talked about this. I haven't talked about this before as I'm talking about it now, but by the time you guys are viewing this, that video will have been released. But I've talked about this before, where I'm like, yeah, like one of the things I want to do is introduce people to new games, new ideas, new opportunities, and Entropia Universe is definitely one of those things, right? Like it's a new game. A lot of people haven't heard about it. There's a lot of kids out there who, like, when Entropia Universe was making news, their parents weren't even like together, right? Like, oh, sorry about that. So yeah, for those of you guys who, well, you probably all caught on to that. There was a bit of an issue there. My game, it didn't crash, but another window popped up. And what happens is when another window pops up, then my recording device loses focus and it just stops recording. So my recording just like died off there, and that's what happened. That's why the video, like, you guys won't even notice it, but that's why I had to edit everything together, and that's why there was that like conversation that just dropped off, and then I come back and apologize. So that's what happened just right there. But let's end it. This is not going anywhere fast. Let's hit that T button. I was hoping that I get like another bit of bone and meat, but it's looking like that's not going to happen. So let's head back and let's total up this loot. We went out with 65 PEDs worth of ammunition. We're coming back. We do have some ammo on us still, but I just want to see where we're at. And this is sort of the first hunt on Cryene, and it was a longer hunt too. So like if you guys like that sort of thing, make sure you hit the like button. Like I said before, I hate saying it, but I've got to say it because I know people forget it. And every now and then there's like a YouTuber or someone that I actually do like following, they'll say it, and I'm like, oh, I'm glad they reminded me. So hopefully I'm that guy and not like Logan Paul, who just like makes buy this merch. That's all I've got to say. I don't know what merch I'm talking about. I have no merch. I know I looked into doing that, like selling Serial Overdrive stuff, and it was a lot of work for very little return from what I came up with, because everybody wants something different. So I could make one item for like one person, one item for the next person, but overall it would take me to make something quality, something that I could actually be proud of and that I'd actually want to give you guys. It would take a lot of time, and I just don't think there'd be the interest there to make it worth it. Because if I'm doing that, I'd want a monetary return rather than this, where I just want people to actually enjoy the videos and have fun with it. All right, so here we go. We're just totaling everything up bit by bit, piece by piece, very slowly, and I'm just gonna dump it in. So yeah, all right, right off the bat, it looks like we're sitting at 55 PEDs, but you guys got to remember we did have that ammo here, so overall we're returning with 55 plus 27. Let me get out the calculator, because that's always it's always a good tool to use. Where is my calculator? I rearranged my phone. Like, I always rearrange my phone every so often, just so that I don't fall into the trap of using it all the time. So I couldn't find my calculator for a second. That's one of those things I use all the time, so I've definitely got to rearrange that. So right now we're sitting at 17 PEDs of profit. We're probably going to minimize all of that here in this repair. So let's go ahead and dump this stuff in. So we've got our gun here. And then with our armor, oh, ooh, look at that, folks. It has been a while since this has happened, but we have made approximately 99 PECs on this hunt, which that's a lot better than I expected, honestly. For what I went out doing, that is a lot better than what I expected. Let's convert this stuff to ammo. And there might be some markup to be had here. I'm not 100% sure how this goes. Like, if you look at the auction here, it's only 8 pages long, which means there's not going to be that much markup that we can get. There's not that much stuff that we can sell. Maybe I'll be able to find a buyer, maybe I won't. If you guys are interested in buying anything, I'd say comment down below, but by the time you're watching this, I'm probably on a different planet. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I really do appreciate it. I really do appreciate the fact that you guys are interested in these videos and this crazy thing that I'm doing. But yeah, if you have tips, comments, anything like that, feel free to leave them down below. Otherwise, until next time, stay warm, cold, or whatever. Peace.